Determined cat comes to the rescue when 83-year-old owner falls down 70-foot ravine. When the search began for a missing 83-year-old woman in Bodmin, England, no one suspected who would end up saving the day. Tamar Longmuir, the woman's neighbor, was having a typical Saturday afternoon when she heard an unexpected knock on her door. Standing outside was a friend of the 83-year-old who wanted to let Tamar know that she'd gone missing. And so the search began. Joined by some family members, Tamar began by combing over their sizable farm. "I went off in my truck to search our farm and fields, but there was no sign of her," she said. Just when they seemed to have reached a dead end, they spotted Piran, the missing woman's cat, by a gate leading to one of their maize fields. The determined black cat was meowing incessantly for their attention. "The cat is very attached to her," Tamar said, "and he was going back and forth in the gateway and meowing, so I decided to go and search the maize field." Going through the maize was no easy task. Their crops were around 7 feet tall at the time, making it difficult to see. Rather than rely on sight alone, Tamar began to call out the woman's name. "My cows could hear me calling and were mooing back. I was hoping they'd go quiet so I could hear her," she said. "Just as I was going to go off the path and start going through the crop, I heard a very faint response to my calling. I then quickly realized my neighbor was down the 70-foot ravine." Tamar cautiously made her way down to the woman to check for major injuries. Thankfully, she seemed to be okay, all things considered. Unable to call for help from where she was, Tamar had to climb halfway up the embankment again. When she got a signal strong enough to make a call to the other searchers, she brought in the cavalry. Soon the police, 12 vehicles, and around 25 crew members from emergency services showed up. The 83-year-old who was suspected to have been in the ravine for hours was quickly airlifted to the hospital. Although she's had to stay there for a while, according to the Bodmin police, she's in good spirits. Needless to say, everyone involved is incredibly grateful for the huge role Piran played in the rescue of his mom. "Without the cat waiting at the gate to that field, it could have been hours later that I or anyone else would have checked there," Tamar said. "What a loyal kitty. We're so glad he was able to help out his mom in her time of need. The two of them will be reunited once she's out of the hospital."